So today we are going to look into another onboard serial communication interface. In last class, we have seen I2C, that is nothing but inter-integrated circuit, which can also be called as I2C, and the another onboard communication interface is SPI, where SPI stands for Serial Peripheral Interface. SPI stands for Serial Peripheral Interface, and this SPI, it's being introduced by the Motorola, whereas I2C or the I2C, it is being developed by the Philips, and SPI is being developed by the Motorola. And this SPI interface, it is going to follow the full duplex. It will be following full duplex. I hope you all know what exactly the meaning of full duplex. Full duplex means between the transmitter and the receiver there exist two lines, so that at a time both the transmitter and the receiver can share their information. So receiver need not to wait till the data transfer completion of transmitter, because there are two lines. Whereas coming to the I2C, it will be supporting only half duplex. That means transmitter and the receiver, both of them can communicate with each other, but not at a time, because there is only one line between the transmitter and receiver. Through that line only the data needs to be transferred. So till the transmitter completes its transferring, the receiver has to wait, and till the receiver completes its transferring, transmitter has to wait. So that is about the half duplexing. So I2C is going to follow the half duplexing, whereas SPI will be following the full duplexing. And another thing is that SPI is having 4 bus lines. SPI has 4 bus lines, whereas I2C has only 2 bus lines. SPI has 4 and I2C, it has only 2 bus lines. And coming to the 4 bus lines of SPI, they are nothing but MOSI, MOSI in the sense master output, serial input. MOSI means master output, slave input, and MISO means master input, slave output. MOSI, MISO, SCLK and SS. These 4 are the bus lines that are being available for SPI. Master output, slave input, master input, slave output. SCLK means serial clock, and SS means slave select. So here MOSI, that is nothing but master out slave in, means there is an output from the master which acts as an input for slave. I am repeating it once again. MOSI means master output, slave input. That means master output. Output is being generated by the master. That means the data is coming out from the master and it is moving towards the slave as an input. Master output means a output is coming from the master and it is acting as an input to the slave. And coming to the second bus line, master input, slave output. That means this is the communication from slave to the master. It is the communication from slave to master. From the slave there will be an output which acts as an input for the master. So don't be confused with these two. MOSI, master output, slave input, means communication is from master to the slave. It will be the communication between master towards the slave. Master input, slave output, means it here the communication is from the slave to the master. So wherever you find output, master output, means here in this case master will be acting as an the communication will be starting from the master towards the slave. Here master is input. That means master should receive the input. From whom master should receive the input? From the slave. So here the communication will be from the slave, slave towards the master, and here the communication will be from the master towards the slave. And SCLK means here it is nothing but the clock generator, serial clock generator, and SS means slave select. As it is, SPI is an onboard interface. It can support many number of devices. That means many number of devices can be connected to the 8051 microcontroller through this SPI. So when there are more number of slaves, if there is more number of slaves, in what happening in I square C, master initially will send address of the slave. Initially it will send the address of the slave, so that the communication will be established between the master and that particular slave. But whereas coming to this serial peripheral interface, here slave select one bus signal, one line is available within the interface, whereas that particular line will select the slave. That means master need not to send any address of the slave to whom it wants to communicate. It can directly select the slave with the help of select slave select bus line. So this provision is not available in the I square C. So slave select is a wonderful feature that SPI is having. And here, and coming to the features of this serial peripheral interface, so it is going to support, I square C is going to support only 8-bit of data, but the serial peripheral interface, it is going to support 8-bit, 16-bit as well as 32-bit. That means it can work with 8-bit of data or 16-bit of data or 32-bit of data also. And it is a synchronous communication. What is synchronous communication and what is asynchronous communication, that I'll explain you now. As of now, as a feature of SPI, you just remember that SPI and I square C both are synchronous communications only, and SPI, as I have explained you already, it will be following full duplex scheme. It follows the full duplex schemes, and it can work with 8-bit and 16-bit as well as 32-bit of data. And as of course, to this SPI both master and slaves can be connected, and it has a 4 bus lines. And these are all what about the features of the SPI. And if you compare the speed of I square C and the speed of SPI, the speed of SPI is more when it is being compared with the I square C. And this SPI is most widely used in applications like the real-time application, where SPI used is the set-top boxes, where in each and every home we can see the set-top boxes. Instead of cable connection, now everyone is opting for the set-top boxes. And in the sensors, and we have discussed about ADCs and DACs, analog to digital converters and digital to analog converters. So in ADCs and DACs also, in order to interface ADC and DAC also, SPI is going to be used, and in mobile phones also SPI is going to be used. So this is what all about the SPI. And another important thing is that slave select, if slave select the line is having active low, that means if the value X slave select pin is 0, that indicates that master has already selected the slave. So this is what about the serial peripheral interface, I mean onboard interface. And now I'll be giving you a 5 minutes time. You just try to write down the differences between SPI and I square C. I'll give you 5 minutes of time. Try to write the differences between SPI and I square C.